I am Dr. Raju M. Matthew. As an economist who spent a lot of time to study both Keynesian and Marxian economics, now I would like to discuss about the Marxian theory of surplus value and the rise of the Chinese economy and the global economic crisis. Many people may wonder what is the relationship between Marxian theory of surplus value and global economic crisis. Yes, there is definite relationship. As everybody knows, China has become an economic power, mainly with the surplus value of its workers, farm workers, or industrial workers, or other people that had been transferred to the state or the communist economy. The strategy of China is limiting or minimizing the internal demand and produce maximum industrial or other product at the lowest cost or price and dump it in the international markets or markets of almost all economies. And as a result, China could compete most economies successfully and dump its product at 1/10 or 1/3 or 1/4 prices of the product that are available in the local market. And gradually, everybody starts to buy Chinese product. The demand for the locally produced or the local economies, the product of the local economies has been declined substantially. And several local workers or workers of the national economies lost their job. Most of the firms become unoperational. And as a result, the income of the common people or the income or the product, the gross product and income of these economies have been fallen substantially. And even if they produce something, they couldn't generate enough market. So this is the basic reason for the global economic crisis, in which China is the only beneficiary. Because as communists, the Chinese theoreticians or the political readers or policy makers know the value or the power of the Marxian theory of surplus value. That means keeping the workers at subsistence level and take away the surplus value, all the value from the workers. And that in China, it could successfully transfer the surplus value of this its working force to the state, and state become the biggest capitalist of the world. And the next stage, even China opened its economy for the product for the big international companies with its cheap labor force. And as a result, China could control the global market or dump the global economy, even destroying the economic basis of almost all other economies. That is the basis of the the global economic crisis. India has always a suspicious mind towards any action of the China. Starting from the time of Jawaharlal Nehru, their India-China bye-bye days. And India could realize that if the cheap Chinese products are dumped in the Indian market, most of the Indian companies would be closed down and millions of its workers become jobless, and most of the companies and subsequently most of the companies will gradually be disappeared. So in other words, the only strategy for the survival of the Indian economy is not only limit but totally cut the Chinese products. And Narendra Modi launched his strategy of Make in India, that was originally refuted by the Chinese. But India gradually could produce most of its products and even product for the global market, maintaining its quality. Because everybody, the global market knows that Indian products are superior in quality and very much durable compared to the almost all Chinese products. Even though the Chinese products are cheap, they are not at all durable. Their qualities, their qualities are very, very low or poor. So anyway, the strategy of Narendra Modi government of minimizing or limiting the Chinese imports and depending as much as possible on its own workforce or companies or factories or product, India could remain as an economic power, even surpassing UK. Gradually, if the Make in India project and its millions of startup projects, India could compete very effectively with the Chinese economy, because India could easily beat China because of its quality product, durable product, and high quality product. So this is the only way for India. So the India must strive to produce everything within the Indian market under this Make in India mission. And India must develop millions of new enterprises or startup companies, and its education must be revised from kindergarten to the higher level to develop entrepreneurship and innovation. And this is the only way for India to become a global economic power. Thank you.